Hi Year 3, welcome to our third lesson of English on our recipe instructions. Now, sentence of the day is a little bit different today. I'd like to look at these sentences and I've underlined the verbs, the doing word, the action. So I've got cut, put and heat. And although they're good choices to use, I'm sure that we can think of better ones that would improve these sentences. So I'd like you to, in your books, rewrite the sentences and think about what other word could you use other than cut for this one, put for this second one, and heat up for this next one. Think about what you could use. You could use more than one word, and that's completely up to you. But just make sure it still explains it that he's cutting in some way or another. Okay? So if you'd like to pause the video and improve the verbs in the sentences below for me. Okay, brilliant. So the LC today is to use time adverbials in instruction writing. Now let's first look at what that word, time adverbials. What are time adverbials? Now if we look at time adverbials, we can see the word inside it, adverb. Now an adverb tells you how you're doing something. So the example here is the man rapidly swam away. He was swimming, so that's what he's doing, but how was he swimming? He was rapidly swimming away. So if an adverb tells you how something is done, using that knowledge, can you think in your head, pause the video now and think, well, what does a time adverbial does? If an adverbial tells you how something is done, then what does a time adverbial tell you? Just pause the video, just have a think in your head, and then we'll talk about it in a second. Okay, brilliant. So a time adverbial tells you when something happens. Okay, so that's the difference. An adverb tells you how something happens, and a time adverbial tells you when something happens. So the example here, first, choose which colour, I first choose which colour I wanted to have for lunch. Okay, so the word first in there is your time adverbial. Now let's play a little game. What I'd like you to do in your books is I'm going to give you 2 minutes. I'm going to put the timer on the board. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to write down as many time adverbials as you can think of. Okay, so it's the words that tell you when something happens. I'll give you a clue. Obviously, first is one. Next is one also. Okay, so I've given you two. I'll give you 2 minutes to think of as many as you can, starting now. Okay, just write down as many as you can in your books. Have a think carefully about the order of things, maybe. It's 15 seconds gone. You've still got 1 minute and 30, so don't worry if you're struggling for some. Try and think quite carefully. Think back to the recipe instructions that we looked at together for the cheese recipe. Think about what they had at the start of some of the sentences. Okay, just coming up to 1 minute gone. That's 1 minute left now. Think about a race. A clue might be a race. What position might you be? Forty seconds left. So keep working hard. 30 seconds. 20. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2, 1. Brilliant. Okay, pencils and pens down. Okay, I'm sure you've got quite a few, but what we're going to do now is what I'd like you to do is pause the video, go back onto the website, and there is the video for the time adverbial song. And if there's any on there that you really like, or the ones that you think, oh, this is going to work perfectly when I go on to write my own recipe or instructions, then I suggest that you write them down under the ones that you've already got from the 2 minutes we just did then. So again, I'd like to go back onto the website and watch the time adverbial song, and then come back onto this video after you've done that. Okay, brilliant. So you should have a really good bank of time adverbials, and there are loads of time adverbials. I'll show you a few here. There are so many we can talk about. Okay, well, did it happen daily? Was it before? Always, something happening always. Like I said, with the position, you might be first or last. You might be second, secondly, thirdly. We could talk about something happening occasionally, so happening now and then, or even rarely, which means it doesn't happen very often. And then we could talk about, okay, well, what about the days? We could say today, tomorrow, tonight, yesterday, and all those. Okay, so these are loads of examples here. And if you do struggle with when we go onto the task in a second, you can go back onto this part of the website, the part of the video, and you can use these to jog your memory. Okay, so your task for today is to look at putting time adverbials into sentences, because we really like to add more information to those sentences. If we put a time adverbial at the start of a sentence every single time, it'll be first, then, next, at the very start of every single sentence, it can become quite boring. So what we like to do is put them anywhere in the sentence. They can either go at the start of the sentence, so first, begin to grill the bread, or we can put them in the middle of a sentence, just somewhere in that sentence, so it's begin to first grill the bread. And then finally, we can also put at the end of the sentence, begin to grill the bread first. Now, it's really important that when we do change the order, or we put them at a different place other than the start, we reread that sentence to check it makes sense. Okay, it's really important that we always do that. After that sentence, stop, put your pencil down, put your pen down, reread it out loud, and check it makes sense. So like I said, your task is then to rewrite the instructions below. There is a sheet on the website, but if you are just writing in your book, you can pause this video here. But I'd like you to include time adverbials. And remember, you can vary where you put them. They can go at the start, in the middle, or at the end. You don't have to have them in order in the sense of this one's going to be first and then this one. You can do if that's going to help you, but it doesn't matter as long as there is a time adverbial in each sentence. And I'd like you to, once you've written them in your book, so rewritten them in your books, I'd like you to underline that time adverbial so you can make sure that you've included it. And then finally, like I said before, stopping after each sentence, put your pencil or put your pen down and really check it makes sense. Read it out loud. Maybe read it to your sister, your brother, your parents, or any adult who's with you. Just read it to them, because reading it out loud really ensures that we make sure our writing makes sense and is in the correct order. And it's got that flow and cohesion. Okay? Have a go at that task, and then I hope you have a brilliant day and continue with the home learning for today.